What if the reason you're not building real wealth isn't your strategy? It's your relationship with money. Today's guest went from chasing a professional baseball dream to being released and homeless as a newlywed, to building a wealth management firm helping high performers rethink money entirely. He believes most entrepreneurs don't have the money problem, they have the fear problem. And until you emotionally detach from the money, you'll never build any kind of wealth that actually gives you freedom. If you're a business owner in the US or UK and you want practical shifts that's going to change how you invest, give, save, and think about money, this conversation might completely rewire how you see wealth. Hey, Matt, how are you today?
Phew, doing good. That's a cool intro. I'm excited for that because I think
Yeah,
it's gonna be a fun conversation.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's great to have you on. Straight into it, what's the fear that really drives most entrepreneurs' money decisions?
In my experience, the fear on the personal side is not fear of money, it's more fear of the unknown. So it's been my experience that entrepreneurs, a lot like athletes, which you highlighted my background in the introduction. I chased a dream for 20 plus years trying to play professional baseball. I did. I made it into the Kansas City Royals minor league system. I never made it to the big leagues. So, in theory, it's a 21-year failure. But I was so hyper focused alongside all my teammates. We are all so singularly focused on this big, irrational goal, dream that we have like horse blinders on for everything else. We're just chasing that dream and everything else doesn't matter because we're trying to reach that pinnacle. And entrepreneurship is the same way. If you're a business owner, that's often how you operate. You're solely focused on your unique gift, your unique calling, what you feel like you're on this earth to do is build this business, and you kind of leave all the other stuff to the wayside. And what ends up happening, that other stuff that's left on the side is also your personal finances. It's not uncommon for me to have conversations with business owners that have their business finances dialed in. They know their forecasts, they can tell you what their P&L looks like, what their balance sheet looks like, what next year's revenue forecast is going to be quarterly, annually. Yet I ask the same similar, I should say, metrics, but on the personal side, like what's your personal cash flow? What's it cost to be you on a month to month basis annually? And it's a bit like a deer in the headlights look, like kind of tumbleweeds. And the reality is they don't know, and it binds them up because they're so locked in on their on their entrepreneurial finances, their business finances, and the personal finances feel so unknown. It's like the Wild West, like I said, that they're afraid to even dive into it because they don't know where to start. They don't know what it costs to be them. If there's money in the bank, they're going to spend it.
But what is the fear that that entrepreneurs have? What's your thought process on the actual fear of making those decisions?
To me, the fear is, what if I screw up because I don't know what's going on? And because I don't know what's going on, I am so locked in on the professional side. I'm a bit embarrassed to not know what's happening on the personal side. And I don't know if this decision I'm making is going to screw me up on the personal side because I don't know anything about the numbers. Whereas like on the professional side, every entrepreneur I've ever talked to is okay making a call and it not going well because they have clarity around the entirety of the business and how the decisions are going to impact different parts of the business, including the balance sheet. And they bet on themselves and they'll say, It's okay if I make this call and it doesn't end up working out, so be it. I'm okay with that. But on the personal side, because it's one big question mark, they feel like they can't make a call, even if it's going to be wrong, because they don't know how that call is going to impact other areas of their life. And therefore, they sit in this fear of the unknown, saying, if I make this move, I'm afraid I'm going to screw everything up that I've worked so hard for my whole life. So instead, I don't know what to do. So often it's kind of continue on and hope things keep working out and stay almost paralyzed because there's there's no step in the right direction to learn what's happening.
I actually heard something while I was doing my research that there was a question that was posed and this person was answering, and they were saying from a personal point of view, a lot of people don't look at their own bank account, their personal bank account. They don't think about having what I call a runway, have some money aside for a rainy day for if something goes wrong. And they don't have any investments at all. Um, what is that common for like I'm astonished that people are not looking at their bank account to know what money you have in at any given time. Is that something that you experience when you're talking to people about their personal money?